Hello, hello my friends, and this potentially might be my third commentary video on this channel. So today we will spectate, review a couple of games which I had from my replays saved. I do think I play Lishena Portal in those games. I'm actually not sure, but let's just dive into the replays and just see how it did go for us. Okay, this looks like my deck. Yeah, with Ludicrous. You know what's funny? I don't really like this World of Games card. I feel like it's just kind of filler at this point. It gives way too much draw. You know what's funny? Like around turn 3, he has no way to respond to double UD here, so we have a crazy lead here. And the most important thing is that we should keep the lead going. I'm surprised I didn't use Sincerity to turn this into Imri's body and kill at least one of those pieces. I think that was a mistake. Ow. Ow. Wasn't actually correct move here by going Imri early. Oh, I do remember what we did here. I think we kept denying the X. It was the funniest shit ever. So I'm playing kind of hybrid Portal, and he's playing Lishena Portal. So I just kept denying his X on the board, which was really annoying for him. Yeah, we're gonna do exactly the same thing. Turn this into a fucking Imri body and we just like clear it that way. Oh my god, this guy is so pissed. By 5th turn he has no X on the board. Is this like a second Lishena or third? Let me check. I'm pretty sure this is second. Unfortunately it doesn't clear the entire board, so he has to use some damage from the follower. And I'm gonna turn this into, again, an Imri buddy. Bro, this is so annoying, right? For Egg player. We barely giving any chances for him to have any sort of board. We're gonna reduce HP again. So far so good. We doing an amazing job in terms of making sure he does not have a full hand of full board of deck X. And here I do remember he went for it. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't super Evo. I think he should have just Evo in that position, but you know, life is life, and he decided that that was the best course of action not to Evo here. Just kind of awkward, not gonna lie. And here I wasn't really sure if that move by me supering even with the Brazen was correct. I know the fact that for him to killing an entire board is extremely difficult, so just pay attention to my HP bar. Despite me denying most of this X on the board, we're kinda even. Which is a little bit problematic, isn't it? So you turned my egg into fucking body. Oh my god. That was like so funny. Okay. And I don't really recall how we managed to win that game specifically. Is it because of this egg? Like, I would say this game was kind of felt like ultimate battle in a way, which is amazing on my side. Oh my god, we got the coin too. Here he heals by 1, but I don't think that was enough. Oh my god, look at that! He can't kill me here. He's literally by 1 HP. That's why I saved this replay, because I felt it was like really fun game for me. It was so close. It was actually really close. Okay, we got the young Zeta, Eldak, Shoddy. I like Shoddy plaything. I know some people don't like him, but I like it combining it with Yogg Zeta on turn 4. Especially into slower paced decks, or even in aggro decks, that ward effect is decent. It's not too bad. It's really good to keep generating coins and stuff. I think this is my one of the meme decks list, because I have a hedonistic social thing where I can just sacrifice one of my puppets and basically clear majority of the board. This deck, the one where you guys see here, is definitely my new addition, the meme portal 2. I probably gonna take a screenshot or somewhere to put it before this replay or after the replay, so you can guys copy and try it yourselves. It's not perfect, but it's fun. Ow! This guy is hitting a little bit us. And here's very interesting outcome we're gonna go. We're just gonna sacrifice one of those puppets, hit potentially the entire board, and pretty sure I evil that because I didn't have any alternative. If you realize that, we play into Aggro Abyss, and all we need to do just survive a couple of turns when we actually come online by stacking some of those artifacts or getting a little bit more X on the board to some of the sustain. Well, in this position it doesn't look too great for us, so I'm definitely trying to make out most of it. Another card which probably you don't really see Portal using it, let me check, is the Resurrection Turner. I think that card is broken. But you need to have like at least one puppet theater where you can generate puppets and sacrifice them very easily, so you can keep reviving cards. That was really unfortunate. I had to use my Super Eva point, but there was just no other way, and I had to do it, so that's a little bit unlucky. As you guys can see, we're getting a little bit pressure here in the corner. But the only good thing is he has no more cards left. He has only one card in his hand, and I'm gonna keep generating this ludicrous ordinance as much as possible. Here I felt he was a little bit troll because he was like 18 HP, is not really necessarily for him to super evil, but maybe I don't know something. And I think by this moment we basically kind of win the game because he doesn't have a way to respond. Ludicrous Ordinance is such a strong card. Like, it is actually really strong card, and I've been loving it in all my Portal Crab decks that currently I'm playing. I like playing hybrid one. I don't really play like specific artifact or like only egg. I like the hybrid version because I just feel like there's a lot of adaptation and flexibility like throughout my matches. And Ludicrous Ordinance is one of those cards but I definitely have in my list. So without further ado, let's jump into the third replay. And oh, you're already here? You might forgot something. Yes, you forgot to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I hope to see you on my next video or stream. Until then, have a great day. Peace. This time we're gonna play against Rune. Probably, if I'm correct, it's either Spellboost or Crystal Rune. So this game, I'm pretty sure playing Lishena Portal. This specific game, we playing a Lishena Portal. If you guys wondering what is the replay about, it's like more like last couple of days my highlight games where I've been playing Portal with different kind of variations, and I just felt those games maybe had something too interesting to look at. Yes, so guys, I'm denying this Linkai card, whatever it's called. Now, waiting. I think I have only one copy of the Brazen Broadcaster in my Lishena list. Which is not ideal to put on this third turn because we don't really get like 3 different artifacts here. But whatever. We still have a Congruent of Destruction and to make it up, you know, for the AoE damage on the board. And I hate this deck versus because it infinitely just keeps reducing your HP, and by the time he spell boosts his deck, he just hits with the 16 into your face. But I do think we're pretty sure we managed to overrun him before he got to that point, so which is good. I don't think that would be completely possible if I would play pure Lishena. Here you see guys, I combining UD with my analyzing artifact, getting a little bit more chip damage. It almost looks like a Swarcraft or Fairy type of aggro deck, but it's not. It's really not. This list it's a little bit hybrid of everything. Though it does have Lishena in it. You can directly play more like a Egg Portal. So here he didn't manage to clear the analyzing artifact, so end up getting a little bit more out of it. And that was the funny shit we probably could have done here. So here was my probably highlight replays for the last couple of days, where I've been testing and playing around with the Portal Crab decks. And I'm probably about to show some of this list, which you guys saw in the replays, right? So I think the last game... Okay, let's see some of those decks I have. Where's my decks? I've been experimenting a lot. I'm actually being experimenting a lot. So, pretty sure the first one was my just Ludi portal, since Ludicrous, it's all playing out Ludicrous and some of the coins. Of course, it does have flexibility with a couple of X on the board. There's no Lishena here. You make a puppet, you either sacrifice puppet for you save the puppets to make sacrifice piece for the Imaries if you want to put it on the board, or you can just use Devastating Soprano immediately on the puppet. There's a lot of variations you can go by with. I really like this list. I think this is it's kind of artifact portal. It does the job. It has decent clear with Ludicrous Ordinance. It has a decent poke with the Chaos Legion. I don't really wait to Chaos Legion to stack completely. Whenever around the 6th turn, I most of the times you just kind of stay in a way where opponent has small units on the board with around 3 defense stats, so Chaos Legion just kind of clears it and deals 3 damage into opponent. It's just perfect card, like on the 6th turn. I don't really see any other replacement, or at least I couldn't in a way see it. Shoddy Plaything I never play on the 6th turn. I think it's kind of more of a token card when I want to combine with Young Zeta and Eldaxe. Especially if I want to generate tokens as early as possible, if I'm playing in certain like Aggro decks, Crystal Pawn, or Sword, Forest, doesn't matter. So with that token, I usually use Ludicrous Ordinance on the 5th turn. Then, on the 5th turn, and then we copy with the Young Zeta's coin, which is called Depths of the Eldaxe. And then we keep generating Ludicrous if we have like very heavy boards on the opposing side, like usually Swordcraft, Forestcraft, and it just kind of keeps clearing it. So I don't think this list is that impressive, but it does the job relatively well. It does answer in majority of the meta decks. The problem is Dragon. There's no way for me to deal with Dragon, but that's like a little bit more of an issue. So that's like my Ludicrous more rounded board. Now, talking about Meme Portal 2, I think it was we showcased in the second replay, or you guys will see second, it depends where I'm gonna put this cut. So this deck is a little bit different version of the previous one I just showed, because it does use Miyu. We use Miyu here, and we do have just we've played a little bit more with the ratios. I have a Fate of the World for the end game damage. Sometimes that 4 extra damage really does the work into a Dragon, which is funny, or into a Haven. And of course, Chaos Legion, I have just 1 copy this time, because I realize most of the times around 6th turn, either if I have a Miyu in my list, I can pull up some of the artifacts from my hand and just make it work around the 6th turn, so you kind of can play me on the 6th turn. if that's the play. Usually, like, also sometimes the Evo point also just unlocks around the 5th or 6th turn, so I don't really need like more copies than 1 or maybe 2 of Chaos Legion, so I'll just put 1 just randomly. And what is different about this specific list is that we're running a Resurrection Turner and Hedonist Socialite, which does a relatively decent job in early game against all these aggro variants. So the one we showcased against Abyss, a similar job would do of course against Sword and Forest. What else there specific? I don't think that much specific. Yeah, you got, of course, you guys see here Egg just for the flexibility. I don't really put the X all the time on the board, but it really depends on the matchup. If I'm playing into fucking Runecraft, where my cards, my followers will get basically killed so fast, I might as well put a couple of X on the board, generate a couple of the artifacts, and try to play literally just for the Scarlet endgame. Scarlet and taking damage from the X. Or, of course, some of this on the 6th turn, maybe a little bit more chip damage from the Miyu, which is also decent variant. But other than that, I think this kind of list also relatively flexible. Speaking of the third one, I think the third game we played Lishena's Portal variant third. This one is the regular Lishena Portal, as you guys can see. Is this a regular one? And this is my improved version. I'm calling it improved because I adjusted a little bit ratios. I included, of course, Scarlet. We did include... what did it include here? Let me check here. We include Resurrection Turner. What is a Resurrection Turner does? It's very funny that I don't really need to run more than 2 copies of Lishena. And sometimes, this card, when you like really, especially on the Egg Portal, when you want to kind of rush the board with these amulets and make them into X, on the 4th turn, when you go Lishena and it gets destroyed, and they say your egg gets destroyed by Imari or some bullshit, you can just copy another Lishena. You can pull up to 3 Lishenas in that game and just keep spawning eggs if the eggs keep getting denied. And the fact that your eggs might get denied, it's likely because the portal now is becoming a little bit more visible on the rank ladder, and there's more and more people picking up Artifact Portal because it's more aggressive and easier probably version to execute a variant than Egg one. I'm not really sure because Egg is really strong in certain matches, but I think like pure Egg is it doesn't really achieve that dominance in contrast like with the list, where I kind of try to play around with the ratios to make it a little bit more hybrid-ish. So that Resurrection Turner, it does really relatively decent job in terms of maintaining X on the board or maintaining some of those copies of the cards, very crucial copies for the cards to transition in the mid game. So that was it. We reviewed 3 replays of my highlight replays of the last 3 days when I've been playing and testing some of the decks around it. And I've been testing and looking at the things and trying to find fun and interest in some of the classes. And I'm gonna admit, Portalcraft is never been the class, even though G Shadowverse picked up by me. I always been more how would say Shadowcraft and for this kind of player. I never played Portal, never played any other classes. Of course, I really picked up Dragon in Worlds Beyond, and seeing this type of Portal recently as soon as I got bored of Forest, because Forest I felt like it was relatively fun to play, especially in early first couple of days when I realized how strong it is. Portal felt a little bit more refreshing to picking up as a new player, and I hope to see more variations of kind of decks. Maybe we'll come up with something complete unhinged, and I definitely will try to share on this YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and probably see you guys later. much love. Don't forget to subscribe. Until then, peace.